before this thing switches off again.
Okay.
It's not switched off. It says live on Facebook. So there we go. Hi, friends. Hello, hello. And thank you so much for joining us today on our live stream. So today we are really live. Hello, guys. Hello, hello, hello. And yes, I'm sure you can see there in the background, or not yet, but we are joining today our great friend, Craig Anderson in Create Studios. Craig, hello, buddy.
How's it, brother? What's happening there in Joburg?
Yeah, Joburg is beautiful. It's been raining. It's a lekker day. Everything is just amazing here by us. How's things in your valley?
Listen, it's flipping hot in here. So I've got the fan on again. So I hope it's not making any bad noises on the audio. And it's also incredibly bright here with the sun coming through my window. So very excited for this little shoot we've got today. So yeah, let me just introduce everybody. I've got Dan with me today.
Hello, hello.
So
Hello, Dan. How's it?
so yeah, we're going to use some stuff. Yeah, quite excited with your little box that arrived. You know, I'm always keen to open those boxes and to see what's inside. It's always a big fat surprise.
Yeah, no, look, I must be quite honest with you. When I saw that device the first time, I was lank intimidated by it, because it looks like those, in the olden days, you had those milk churners that you made butter from. It looked like that to me the first time I saw it, but that's not at all what it is. So please, buddy, enlighten us.
Yeah, pretty much. You know, the strange thing is that about last year, I was looking at this thing on a YouTube video and was very, very keen to get one in here. But yeah, as things went, it just kind of slipped my mind and I never really thought of it again. And then when I opened this box, okay, it was. So you guys are not only the best friends to have in Joburg, but you're also a little bit of a mind reader, I see.
Hey, man, I like the way you're putting it. Just to mention also, dude, I really like that new shirt you're wearing, hey?
Well, listen, bro, I'm an official ambassador, eh? I got,
hey.
What do you call it? You get, what do you call it? Immunity or whatever. What is it? You can't get arrested anymore.
No, you can't. No. You're now our boy.
Okay,
so guys, I'm just going to let everyone in on the secret of what this thing is called, and then you can show us this thing. So, guys, this thing is called a Bowens mount. That's just to make sure everyone knows it's actually got the Bowens mount on it, so it'll fit on any Bowens accessory, light specifically. And then it's called a focusing lens kit. Mr. Anderson, the floor is yours.
Okay, so let me show you what this thing looks like. Okay, so it looks like a gas lantern or a gas heater when you take it out of the box. But
oh, wow.
Okay, so you can see here's your Bowens mount that you'll fit on here onto your speed light or onto your LED light. Okay. It's got a massive cooling section over here. And then on the front, you can see this is a magnifying glass.
Yes, so you can actually see the bend of it there, yeah.
Yeah, you can see it through there. And then this little button on top here, you can actually focus that light to make it a little bit more sharper or a little bit more blurrier, depending on what you're wanting to do. You obviously have to have a nice LED, a strong LED. And in my studio today, it's quite bright. So the LED, you can barely see it on the wall. So it's quite hard to focus today. But when you're shooting it later in the afternoon or in the evenings, that LED makes quite a nice pattern on the wall. And then you can use this to move this magnifying glass backwards and forwards to kind of get a really sharp image onto them. So really what this is doing, it's like a projector. So it's projecting light onto your subject. But what's most amazing thing about this is, let me just stick this down, is you get this little adapter, okay, with it. And then you get these shapes don't know if you can see that. You get shaped
Yeah,
like,
that's a very interesting
Circle.
little thing. So
yeah,
are
You've got
those
it.
all little cutouts?
yeah, like a window. You've got like a single strap. You've got one of many straps like that. You've got various size circles. You've got a moon shape, a bit of a weed shape, another window shape. So what happens is, what you do with this is you very simply put this, slide it into the holder, okay? And then this pretty much slides into here. Okay, so it slides into the between there. And then it's going to project whatever image is on you. Just flipping amazing.
So that thing gives you a whole bunch of different devices and shadows and shapes that you get all
Yeah.
in the kit.
All in the kit. I mean, everything to, and we'll go through some of them. We obviously can't go through all of them. I've shot with some of them just to see how nicely which ones I like. But what also you get, what else is in there, is you get a lot of these
Color gels.
color gels that kind of slot easily into the front here like that.
And that all of that is in that same box. I'm sorry I sound so surprised, but
Yeah.
this is
Flipping up.
quite a new thing.
Yeah, you check.
Oh my word, how green is that, eh?
So yeah, you can get various different things that you can put on the front, which is quite amazing. It gives you a nice little color cast, and depending on what you're doing, you can actually focus this light. So if you took this green or a red, and you used one of these small circles, you could get that green sort of light onto that wherever you want it.
In that one specific
Very
spot, you
different,
can
yeah.
focus it in one specific place.
Yeah, and you've got all the various different shapes that you can shoot at. So, I mean, there's so much to experiment with here. You just don't have enough time to do it all. So I'm going to pick a couple of things here, and we're going to shoot that. I'm going to shoot it with the 8300. So I'm just going to slot
Okay,
it on.
you mentioned a little bit earlier that the first time you tried it, you actually used it on one of the LED lights.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
so
did.
and in your studio specifically, it was just a tad too bright to use it with that.
yeah. So, yeah, I've got a lot of light stream. I've got two massive windows here that stream light through here. So, especially if it's a sunny day like this, there's a lot of reflection that comes inside here. So, working with an LED, you really got to power it up, and it doesn't give you that crispness that I could get with the 300, or even you can put it onto your 600 and shoot it with that. But I found the 300 is ample amount of power to shoot this. So it was a lot of fun experimenting with this, man. It's just the different shapes, and I like shadows and that kind of thing. So I'm always looking for shadows and different kinds of shadows and different ways to make shadows. I've even made my own shadow boxes to use to create kind of scenes and patterns that I like. So when I saw this thing last year, it seemed like what I was doing with pieces of wood and cardboard. It came in this little thing, and you could slot these little things inside, and you'd get these amazing patterns. So I'm going to shoot some stuff now, and then we're going to see what it looks like.
Well, I like it when you start rambling on about how amazing the unit is, because it's good that you're so impressed with it.
Yeah, look, man, as everything, I mean, I've only used it a very, very short time. And, I did a quick test shoot with Dan the other day. And I think I sent you some of those photos.
But that's also a lot of the biggest part of the fun when we do this is to just send stuff your way with not a lot of time. And to really test your abilities. Now that you fire the light like that, we can actually see the shadow.
Yeah. So if you pass, I don't know. Yeah, you obviously can see it on there.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Oh, wow, that's
So
awesome.
if it was dark enough here, that LED on that would throw that shadow, so you could manipulate it and see what you like. And then, but yeah, it's a little bit light in here. So we're going to do a first little test shot. So I'm tethered again. I'm going to shoot through Lightroom. I'm shooting with my 70 to 200. I'm shooting at 6.3. The power on the 300 is on an 8th power. ISO is on 200. So let's take a quick test and see if I've set up my light correctly. So let me share my screen.
And the changing of those little cutouts into that little holder, it's quick, it's easy, it's seconds, and you have another thing in, and there you go again.
Yeah, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you how easy it is. Okay, I need
that is such a great shot, eh?
This light here a little bit more. Yeah, so there. Okay, so it looks amazing. Okay, let's just do another test.
Sure,
okay,
you
so
got it just right now.
You're making just amazing patterns and such an awesome vibe that you can just create as quickly as putting one of these little shape things inside there. So,
yeah, that is amazing how quickly that is. Because if you had to make that now from, firstly, you have to get that idea and then get cardboard cut out and somehow paste together and make a frame of it. And now it's just choof choof, there you go.
Yeah, so now you can also you can swivel this stuff around. So I've swiveled it around a bit more. Just move like a tad. Yeah, that's it. So I've now turned it around and got a different shape from the same thing. So let's try this. Ah, it looks great. Yes. Okay, so a little bit out of the thing. So a little bit this way. I think, yeah. Let's try that. So you can see, you just have to manipulate a little bit. So you still
yeah, another step to her left.
Yeah. See that way? Yeah. There we go. That's it. Love it. Love it. I think we got that. Okay.
Yes.
No. So look how beautiful that is. I mean, that's such an epic shot. And as you can see through, you can see the studio, how simple it is. I mean,
it's literally a white wall.
Empty studio, and then you come up with a shot like this from literally nothing. Which
is really amazing work, man.
I love this. So let's do a couple of posing here. So I'm going to do a couple more shots like this.
Yes, go for it.
And then we'll change it. Love it, love it, love it. Beautiful. Love, love. Yeah, love, 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 love. Okay. Let's see what happens here.
So how long has Dan been modeling?
Her whole life.
Her whole life. Yes, it shows. It shows.
So check at this. Come and look. Okay, yeah.
Are you started with this last year?
Yo. I mean, look at that photo, man.
Yeah, that really is pretty, man.
Yeah, you see how awesome just those shadows make that photo. I mean, look at that. Yo. Okay. Sorry, man.
No, carry on, carry on. It's great to see you enthused like that because it shows that the product is going to be a good product.
Listen, man, if somebody's trying to be a little bit creative, I can't believe that. I mean, even that.
No, you have to believe it, Craig. You did it yourself.
Okay, I love that. Okay. Okay. So let's be a little bit more creative. Let's try and do something else here.
Awesome.
So it's as simple as
Maybe just to swap the screens.
unshare the screen. Okay.
I say,
So that's how it's slipped in there. You can see it's got those little markings that you can just slide in and out. So that's how you'll remove the one. And then let's try. This one worked quite nice as well, I think. It's got a window effect. Yeah, so let's try that. I know. True. We're rocking this.
Sure.
man.
Hier
Let's,
gaan ons
uh,
nou, hier gaan ons
Let's see if we
nou.
wind up here, and then we'll get another idea of what we are shooting. So let's go back to the share,
Yes.
so you can see what's happening.
So I saw when you were at that light now, you were turning the knob and that whole, the whole shape of the window changed. It was upside down.
Yeah, you can change that whole thing. So that whole thing turns. So you can change the shapes of how you want them or what orientation you want. It's very easy. Once that little thing slides in, just got to remember that it's a magnifying glass. So it's an upside down thing. So when it looks upside down in there, it's reflected right way around on the screen. So that's the only little thing. But check how cool that this mirror is. I mean, this
That window.
yeah.
Yeah, that makes it so much easier to get that feel. You don't have to go wait for that specific window for the specific time of day.
Okay. So let's do a couple of shots like this. Let's see what happens if we've got our weird, let's see, weird, love. Okay.
Mr. Anderson.
Yo.
So there's a big storm about to break over my head here. So Tara and myself, we're sitting on our patio, or their patio rather. So if you lose us, just carry on. We are being thundered and lightninged.
Okay, so there you can see it. That looks like a flippin' cathedral church, beautiful cottage window.
That is such an amazing shot. It's crazy the feel you get from that little cut out piece of metal in that light.
It's radical, man. It's flippin' rad. So let's try
Change the screen again.
let's try something else. Let's try this one. Huh? Easy.
So-
So I'm going to do that, get rid of that one. I'm going to try this.
Now, would you be able to use that little, whatever that shape is, and the red or the green gel at the same time?
Yeah, I'm going to show you now.
Oh, wow. I'm asking the right questions, apparently.
You ask the right questions, bro. That's why, you know. That's why we make such a great team. You find me.
So, Mr.
Yeah.
Anderson,
No, yo.
one of our viewers, Andrew Samuel Basson, he reckons it could look very cool with some thunder and lightning. Gonna make some nice effects here. We should add some 8100s, he reckons.
So what I figured out the other day was that when I'm doing my editing in black and white, I like the way the green filter looks when I put the green filter onto my black and white images. So what I did is I took this green filter and I stuck it on the front. of the light, even though I'm shooting in black and white, it's shooting a green filter onto Dan. So it changes the shot ever so slightly, but not too hectic. But let's have a look and see what these lights look like. Okay, so the filter does take away a couple of stops of light there. So let's just.
So, Mr. Anderson,
Go.
are you busy there?
Huh?
Just as Andrew also asked, he's very interested in that straight line that you showed us. So maybe one of the other items we can just try quickly show him is that straight line, but do carry on with that green filter first.
Yeah, I just want to get the right exposure here. So give me a second.
Cool.
Because
Now you can actually see that green now reflect on the white wall.
Yeah, but you can't see it on the black and white. So, but what I want to show you, let me just change this down a bit more. Let's see if we can brighten it up a bit. So it's taken about, okay, there you go. So I know you can't see that. The green, obviously the green filter shooting and then converting it into black and white. But the green filter on the skin makes the skin look so much nicer for me. So I normally put a green filter onto my black and white conversions. And then I experimented with this green filter to see what would happen and would I get the same result if I shot with this green filter? How would it look straight out of the camera? And it was flippant perfect, man. I really, really loved it. So
in your opinion, that green filter now actually takes away a bit of your editing time.
My what?
Your editing time.
Yeah, it does. So let's just turn this around. Just want to do this quickly. Just want to see if I can get a nice spread of light here. So look at that, man. I love that. Okay. I need you to
No, that is really a very cool shot.
But then I want like turn and then look at the face. I want more face there. More, not eyes, face.
Okay, Mr. Anderson, while you're carrying on with that shot, I'm just going to answer a question for Andrew regarding whether or not the attachment will also fit the 8200. So, Andrew, yes, you would be able to use the 8200. You would have to put the S2 bracket on the 8200.
Yeah, so that's how I'm shooting it through my 8300. So I've got the S2, the S2 bracket or S. What is it?
Yes, S2.
Yeah, so I've got the S2 bracket. I've got the 300 in there, and which converts my 300 into I can use a Bowens mount. So you'll do exactly the same kind of thing. But check how cool that is, man. Flipping hell. Okay, let's turn body as well then. Yeah. Love that. Love that. Let's see. Beautiful. Wow. So we got that. You can see it's also quite a nice vibey look.
So, Craig, there's a lot of interest online regarding this. Hannes Bronkhorst wants to know what this item is called. Hannes, it's called the Bowens mount, just so we know which mount it is. Focusing lens kit. Yeah, it's still very, very, very new for us, all of us. And we have them for sale right at this moment. We will be posting a link a little bit later for you guys to just get into it so you can see where it is online. We didn't expect this. We're having serious lightning at the moment. But yes, thank you so much for the interest. It's really, really awesome.
So can you see that little, okay, so you got to stand, no, can you see me? Can you see the light in here? That little stripe. Okay, so it's on you now. Okay. Are you there?
Yes, yes, I'm here. I almost had a heart attack because of this lightning, but we're staying strong for you, Craig. We will not let it kill us.
Okay, so
Oh, wow. How cool is that?
you got to get that face kind of looking
That's
in that
for
light.
Andrew, the single line.
It's hard to see what that is of it though. I mean, you got to like, oh, okay. No, otherwise you're going to get flipping blind. So it's just, you'll do trial and error. So here's the thin strip of light. You know, how's that?
Oh my word, what an amazing shot, dude.
Okay, so I'm going to stick that thing in there. What's the difference in the photo now?
Okay. Oh, wow.
Amazing, eh?
Did you not put the green filter on?
Yeah, I'm going to put the blue one now. Watch this. This sometimes doesn't, this is blue filters and certain skins don't really work well, but let's just see. Yeah, look how cool that is. Eh?
And that's the blue filter now on the front.
Yeah. So we can play some games.
It's amazing for me how quickly you are changing between those different effects. I mean, it would take you days to do that and prepare all of those different shadows for a shoot like this.
Yeah, it takes a big pair of scissors.
And it seems to be handling quite easily. You seem to be moving it around without too much issue up and down on the C-stand.
It's very easy to work with. I'm just going to take this back to an 8. And then we've got a Valentine's photo here.
Oh my word, how beautiful is that, dude?
It's rad, eh?
And look at the shadow still, that's now still cast within that little heart shape.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. You can see here, I can just explain to you what I was explaining earlier. So you can focus this thing. I'm bleeding from somewhere now. You can focus this this ring. And you can see on this, I'm unable to focus it properly because of the light in here. So you could get these lines on this photograph a lot sharper and a lot more detailed. But it's a little bit difficult in the studio when there's so much light. So okay. Let's try.
Craig, we are sitting in the middle of a serious electric storm. So just if we don't reply, we've been cut off by Thor.
If I see your hair standing on end, then I know it's serious.
Yes, then you must know. Yep, then we've been cooked.
So I'm going to try a little bit something else.
I'm quite amazed at how quickly and how easily it is for you to just change between completely different feels and shadows and shapes and stuff.
Yeah, listen, bud, this is like a, let's try and shoot on there. Okay, I'm going to change this now. I'm going to try and shoot on this black board here. See if I can make a nice ring. It might be a bit too big. I might have to change that a little bit. Look at that!
Oh my word, the man's on fire!
I mean, how's that?
I like that backdrop. Why did you make such a nice backdrop there?
I think it's you. There we go. It's actually quite a nice photo. So you got that kind of a vibe, man.
That is really amazing. I do like that backdrop quite a bit. That you made specifically for some roadshow or something.
Yeah, we've got a roadshow coming up. I think it starts like on the 13th, I think, in East London.
Yeah, well, it's going to be from the 13th until the 20th. It's going to be targeting quite a few different cities down the coastway. And Craig, we're going to be there by your studio on the 15th and the 16th of March.
Yeah, so we're going to have lots of fun inside here. We've got quite an awesome big group. So guys, just bring your masks and stuff like that and all that good stuff. So we've got 2 days at the Create Studio. Steve and I are going to be working together and swapping in and out and doing some really, really creative stuff. I've just changed up my backdrop for that. So let me just stop sharing this. I've changed up my backdrops and you can see, let's just move this. So I've painted that just to give a different kind of a vibe and a feel. So we'll play with that. And then 15th, 16th year, and then we're heading off to Plettenberg Bay. We've got a massive amount of guys coming there. So really looking forward to seeing everybody there. It's a great beach shoot. I'm going to show you some techniques and styles that I use when I'm shooting on the beach to try and get those really cool shots and shooting in all different kinds of light. And then I think from there, from Plet, we move on to George, I think for the 20th or the 21st, I think, somewhere around there. And then we're going to go, Steve and I are going to go back into the studio. And, okay, that wasn't me.
No. We're trying to shield ourselves here from the rain and the thunder. So Tara's it's just dropping some covers there.
Yeah, that sounded like my stomach for a second. So yeah, and then on the 20th, we've got, I think we're back in George. And then we're back into the studio doing some really cool work with some lights and the 300 and the 600 and all those kind of things, just to show a little bit of a difference. So it's going to be very different for those guys down on the garden route. You've got a really, on the one day in Plet, we've got a really open day in the blue sky on the beach, shooting natural light and a little bit of strobe. And then back in George, we'll do in-studio stuff. So it's going to be looking forward to meeting everybody and answering some of the questions and saying how's it and having coffee. So yeah, really looking forward to it.
No, that's going to be an amazing trip, and I'm actually quite jealous that I won't be joining you guys. But Craig and Dan, thank you so much, guys, for what you did for us today. I'm so impressed with that little device, Craig.
Yeah, listen, man. I think, and if you've got a little bit of a creative brain cell in your head, this thing is incredible. You can do so much with it. I mean, what I've done with it today in this 30 minutes or whatever, however long it is like a drop in the ocean, man. I mean, we haven't even used the gels properly. We haven't even used all the, I mean, there's tons of these things. It's like you can't get through them all. So, and obviously then putting them at different angles, shining them down the wall, making them elongated, making them out of perspective is what you got to plan for, and how you can really get to be creative with this. And it's so easy to use, man. It's so easy to use. It's really clip on, choose what you want to do, and you're getting your photograph in pretty much 2-3 photos you can set up, and you're up and running.
That's an amazing device. So yes, thank you so much, Craig, for explaining to us how that thing works. We really, really do love it. Dan, thank you so much for being as beautiful as you are. And then, guys, we will be getting back to you on we've got your detail. We'll get back to you and send you guys quotes for whoever is interested on these devices. Tara's in the comment sections. You can send us your email addresses so we can get out to you and converse with you that way. It'll be on the GPB website within a couple of hours, I'm sure. But Craig, thank you so much. It is really a pleasure working with you and sharing this awesome space with you. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, man. Catch you later, man.
Absolutely. Have yourselves an amazing day. Friends, thank you so much for joining us. An awesome, awesome crowd. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you soon. Ciao.
Cheers.
Druk die knoppie. Druk die knoppie. Druk al die knoppies.
Is it on?
No, it's still live. Yes.
Can't-
Smile, Danny, smile. Do nice things. You're live. Yes, there you go. See?